Good evening, VC. Dave here. Man, there are quite a few contests floating around, so happy to jump into as many as I can. Got Tim's contest for his channel, DJ Highnoon. The easy as 1, 2, 3 deal. Yeah, this one's gonna be fun. He's been on the Facebook page for a while and always finding a ton of stuff. So really cool. And so you got to show, a record of a solo artist, a duo, and a trio. So the first one was an easy one for me, and that is Thelonious Monk, Solo Monk, on, I believe this is on Columbia Records from 1965, and this one is an original stereo, still in the shrink with the original price tag of $2.99, and some classic Monk tunes here. What can you say? Fantastic record. Next record would be the duo, and this is another easy one for me. I've seen these guys a bunch of times. Back in '96, this record was originally released. They recorded their first album here in Charlotte, North Carolina at Reflection Studios, which is no longer here. Yeah, that would be Local H. And this is the double album, As Good as Dead. And this was put out on Island in 2016. Met these guys quite a few times, and their lineup has changed over the years, at least with the drummer. This is Scott Lucas. This was Joe Daniels on drums on this record. And great story about these guys. They were playing in the main room at Tremont Music Hall, which is now unfortunately gone here in Charlotte. It was our greatest music venue. And amazing show. As soon as it was over, Joe walked off stage and headed right to the bathroom to throw up. Asked if he was okay. He said, "Oh yeah, if I play that intense, I gotta throw up." Ended up talking with Scott after the show as well, and was really intrigued on how he's pulling off that sound just with the two of them. And he was basically playing guitar and bass at the same time through two rigs, through one guitar. And he told me how his rig was set up, and I ended up buying a 88 Gibson Standard 1, and I ended up having it built exactly to the specifications as his rig is. And so I've got a Seymour Duncan bass pickup on that guitar that I bought, that I had installed, and DiMarzio Evolution. Three-way switch, 2 jacks, so I can play either guitar through one, bass through the other, through in the middle setting through both at the same time, throw some 12s on there, so I can plug into 2 rigs. It's pretty crazy, and I have Scott to thank for that. And right now, their drummer, they're still playing live, is Ryan, who used to be the bass player for the band Buildings out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. And man, he's killing it. And really, really cool that after all these years, they're still plugging along. Opened for Helmet here in Charlotte at the Visualite recently. Fantastic show. So the next record will be the trio. And yeah, we've been spinning this quite a few times lately, so yeah, this one was stuck in the brain. And that would be the Stanley Cowell Trio, Illusion Suite, on ECM from 1973. Of course, 1973, one of the greatest years in music in my opinion. Of course, 1964 being the best. But man, everything in any genre that I've come across from 1973 is pretty much a master work. It's just unreal. Everything from that year, and maybe because it's the year I'm born, I don't know, whatever, killer. And and this is no exception. Fantastic record. Stanley Cowell on piano, Stanley Clarke on bass, and Jimmy Hops on drums. If you're unfamiliar with this record, check it out. I'm sure it's on YouTube. Fantastic. So, yeah, very happy to enter this contest. Was really cool. I hope everybody's well. Peace.